What have you done with me? I feel cursed. Dirty. Thanks for what? For cursing me with your unclean demonic blood? I know exactly what you were, and what you have become. And now you turned me into the same. The call of Orcus! Oh, you have the nerve, Flamin. Gaius Julius. Then you are my kin. My name is Albina Virgila, but I was also born of the gens Julius, back in Rome. I am the priestess of Vesta. I am still angry. I am the Flamina of Vesta, the guardian of the sacred flame of life. Tartarus is the exact opposite I want to belong to. You should have asked me first. When chaos came, I locked myself in this sanctuary. My soul became the last spark that fed Vesta's fire. I became one with the city, but I became a prisoner of my own shelter. This is my city, Nova Roma, the seed of ethereal Rome, the future of all Romans. A great dream that can be true by the magical power of Avalon. Look, dear Gaius Julius, I'll answer all your questions, but we're running out of time. I need your help. You woke me up. Therefore, the city is defenseless. Chaos will consume everything if we do not rekindle Vesta's fire. If you are a true Roman, you must help me. With your demonic mark on my soul, I can no longer be the flame. The city is defenseless until we rekindle the fire of Vesta. Wealth is the slave of a wise man and master of a fool. The deities of fate may have woven the threads of our lives together for a reason. When the tide of chaos swept over the land, I could only save either my people or my city.
And you decided to save your city.
Yes. I chose the future over the present. I saw myself buried alive for my sins. I swear to you, Domina, that I will rebuild Nova Roma. Thank you, Flamin of Orcus. Nova Roma is the seed of an eternal Rome, which could be the future for all Romans. A dream that could be shaped by the powers of this magical land. With your help, I can make these ruins a safe home for thousands again. This used to be the arena. Every Roman city must have one, right? Avalon is an island in the other world, a magical place, and the arena is no exception. You might want to talk to him.
Is it a balnea?
Yes, it used to be the bathhouse. I dreamt of eternal Rome, a paradise incoming. Here we are, at the sanctuary of Vesta. When chaos consumed the city, I took the flame with me, fed it with my own soul. Now it's time to give it back to the sanctuary, but I cannot do it alone. See those cauldrons around the sanctuary? If I light them all, the fire of the Vesta will be rekindled. I am the only one who can do this. Help me get there and protect me. One more step, and the dead will swarm us in endless waves. Only sacred fire of Vesta in the shrine can destroy them and purify the city. For the hearth and the home. A tribute to the goddess. Vesta's blessing. The perennial flame. The sacred flame burns again. With its help and under its protection, Nova Roma will be rebuilt. This is your new home too, Gaius Julius, my kin. Together, we will build eternal Rome. Absolutely. What kind of Roman city would it be without a bathhouse? You must have missed such luxuries during your centuries in Tartarus. Yes, I did. You have questions about Avalon, don't you? This is a strange land indeed. The island of magic. The burial place of the gods. Of course not. Avalon used to be a battleground of the gods of the old faith and the beastly Fomorians. Many of them died here. Neither. Avalon is between the lands of the dead and the living. It is an island that cannot be found unless you are invited. It grants a second life for people like us, the ones who have died before. I was buried alive in Rome because of my mistakes. But I got a second chance. The goddess of the lake brought me here and asked me to found a Roman colony on Avalon. She was the guardian of Avalon. I suppose the gods appointed her. But she's gone. She gave her life to defend this land when chaos came. I'll rebuild Nova Roma. Now that the goddess of the lake is gone, I'll reshape Avalon to become eternal Rome. I need your help and protection to achieve that. Vesta is the goddess of home and life, and I walk her path. Eternal Rome must not become a realm of demons. This is my city. The only merchant who is willing to help us rebuild Nova Roma. We proved ourselves to the gods. Our path led here for a reason. You are only alive because I vouched for your loyalty, Seminus. Never forget that. The sacred statue is in this crumbling castle. The goddess Vesta led me here, but now we are on our own. I can feel the magic surrounding the statue. It is not an ordinary relic. It was a gift from the goddess of the island. Our colony always enjoyed the protection of the goddess, but she has been banished from her realm when chaos was unbound. Exactly. Vesta told me that the statue shall be somewhere here, under the protection of Camelot. No, but there is an arcane barrier on this gate behind me, sealing it from us. The person who created it must have been very powerful. I was right. This arcane barrier is way too powerful, but I can feel the presence of the Lupa beyond the wall of magic. We are here to reclaim what rightfully belongs to us. After the war, this may come in handy. Wait! I can sense the power of the Lupa. We are close. The statue can aid you in the battle. Choose the gift wisely. Woe to the conquered. Behold the Maiden of Death. I must thank Vesta for sending you my way. Tell me, how could I express my gratitude to you? Interesting. This chamber is imbued with powerful magic. This book tells a story of the Knights of the Round Table. I think it also contains a solution to the riddle of this chamber. Avalon is a place of pure magic, and it could be shaped by powerful objects. The sculpture of Lupa is one. The Knights of Camelot consider our sculpture a barbarian idol. Some of them want to destroy such treasures, while others collect them. Beware! That knight is dangerous. The Lupa is close. Can't you feel the might of the statue? It can aid you in battle. With the Lupa and the powers it can control, the Romans can build a new home in Avalon again.
Under the guidance of the only remaining Vestal Virgin, who might not even be a virgin.
How you dare. And remember, virgin or not, I am not a demon. Unlike you. What does this little vermin want? The Empire of Demons, you mean? No, my Lupa wasn't created for this. Here it is. The statue of Lupa. The she-wolf feeding Romulus and Remus. The symbol of the birth of Rome. As you say, Tribunus. I believe that this statue is stronger than you think. It was crafted by the magical powers of this mystical land. I would like to think she believed in the values of Rome. She wanted to save it, like she saved me. She must have had her own purpose to establish a Roman colony here. I don't think so. The Lupa is ours. The goddess of the lake gave this relic to my people as a gift. Gifts are sacred. Accept that. But she did, and you have no right to demand it back. Now the Lupa belongs to my Roman colony. Aren't we all dead here? Maybe except you, Merlin. Yes, I know who you are, even if no one knows what you are. That trembling in the air. It is the might of the Lupa. You could use this power in the battle. You have proved that you are a true warrior of Rome, Tribunus. We can't rest, though. There is still much to do. I only meant that there might be other similar artifacts that could shape Avalon. Forget it. The Lupa was never meant to be used for your dark and terrifying purposes. The torches are enchanted. I'm sensing something. There should be a sliver of light in the darkness, And then the gate opens. A contribution to our eternal Rome. I know what you mean. This place was one of the sacred springs of the goddess of the lake. Rippling streams, birdsong, shady trees. But look around now. I sense some dark and ancient power, vomiting darkness and destruction. It is close. It must be the same force that weakens the Lupa. We shall find its source. It can't be. This is a dark and poisonous place. As a former priestess of Avalon, I can still hear the spring in the depths. Quietly, I still can draw on its unsullied power. The barbarians have an unnatural patron. It grants them several gifts in battle. By the power of the sacred spring, I can remove one of these gifts. But it will make me weaker. The one eye, and a god beyond. I have a guess what we're up against. In the legends of Avalon, there is a dark deity, the one-eyed Baelor. In our terms, he would be more of a titan, the archenemy of the gods. In the beginning, he was banished from Avalon to the infinite void. Something beyond worlds, beyond existence. Baelor was banished there, but according to legends, he is looking for a way back. Not here, and not now. Or I hope. But these Picts are certainly followers of his dark cult. They found a way to beg for his power. Yes, they are probably using an exceptionally powerful ritual. They might have a powerful shaman, or even an ancient relic. I can feel the same otherworldly charms on the savages. I could remove one, if I paid the price. We killed the witch, but the dark force did not subside. It means we must look elsewhere for the source. Baelor has been called the One-Eyed God since he lost one of his eyes in the final battle for Avalon. Maybe the lost has a different meaning here. The shaman called themselves Guardians of the Eye. Maybe that is what we're looking for. If it exists, it could easily interfere with the Lupa. I'm beginning to wonder, Tribunus. Who do you serve? The gods of Rome? Or just Sulla?
Careful, priestess. I serve the Ninth Legion and nothing else.
Do you really? Is it? You don't know much about the history of this place, do you? True. Even you, shaman. Their otherworldly patron is helping them again. Do you want me to dispel one of those gifts? Let me use the sacred spring. I could remove one of their strength. The Picts and their foul worms. Plutonius Nerva used to fight them in Eboracum, and he failed, as I heard. Nerva's schemings for power led to our defeat in Britannia. He advised Sulla to recruit his warriors among the dead in Tartarus. Let's hope your Ninth Legion will crush these worms. You can thank him for reviving you as a demon. Again, the savages turned to their unnatural patron. I agree. It can't be anything else. It chills me to the bone. Halt! This item is cursed. It is still bound to the dark god. It may corrupt your soul. When you look into the eye, it looks back at you. Baelor will look back at you, which is incredibly dangerous. Let's take this chest home to Nova Roma. I hope the eye burns to ashes in Vesta's sacred fire. Did you hear me, Tribunus? The eye is an evil relic of terrifying power. We must burn it. You just had to open it, didn't you? I feel the same when I'm too close to you. You mean bandits, murderers, and the other scum of Avalon, don't you? He looks like a tortured Seelie. The Seelie belong to the She, the ancient and magical tribes who walk this island. Yes, he might be friendly and thankful. A contribution to our eternal Rome. That was a wise decision, Tribunus. The Seelie could be a dangerous enemy. This is a Fomorian giant. They used to be the ancient enemies of Avalon. Yes, but they are not really demons. I'd say they are ancient and evil beasts. Think about the Titans, Tribunus. I will set you free, tormented spirit. You suffered long enough under Nerva's heel. Just hold out a little longer. Now be gone until I call you. We entered a grove sacred to the She. Every spirit, every blade of grass knows we are here, as the whole Deepwood recoils to our presence. Mind you, the She is a powerful adversary, but as they live through the ages, their kind grows forgetful and careless. An ancient creature called the Slumbering God is hidden nearby. We need its powers to conquer and reshape Avalon. Just find it for me, and I shall handle the rest. Let's not waste more breath on the matter. The She is flocking here from every corner of the Deepwood. The wandering spirits you see are just harmless echoes of the past, figments of the Slumbering God's mind. The Crystal Tower. Legends say it was forged of starlight and sorrow by the Tuatha Dé Danann. The Slumbering God lies behind its walls, folded into a lesser existence, so the emanating dreams won't tear Avalon apart. I see a path leading down, but it's blocked. Hand over the Slumbering God, and we might spare your sacred grove. Watch your steps. Where divine dreams collide with reality, the stream of time will become turbulent. The sorceress we defeated was one of the Crystal Shapers. They grow soul crystals to keep the tower alive. The tower's entrance is protected by this barrier, but with her death, it was greatly weakened. Maybe the spell can be broken if we deal with all the Crystal Shapers. Reality here in the Deepwood is malleable, like clay. The Slumbering God's dreams slowly change everything. Even the Lady is powerless against this godly being. She has no means to reach us. And I thought there could be nothing possibly worse than the decadent Roman aristocracy. The haughty She easily surpasses them, even beyond death. Seems like they confused us with some picked savages, whom the She forced into thraldom for centuries. With the Shaper's death, the crystal is gone. It was feeding upon the Slumbering God's mind, conjuring lingering memories and nightmares. Willful, scarred echoes, reeking of scorn. The She served this god, but in the Great War against the Fomori, their fickle devotion turned to betrayal. We fought the fleeting dreams of the Slumbering God, mere illusions that simply turned to thin air when we struck at them. The resting place ahead is an omen, but I can't explain it. I see something that few are aware of the Slumbering God's existence on Avalon. It's a well-kept secret, even among the She royalty. Even I was blissfully clueless, until one day I overheard the goddess of the lake. A banished god imprisoned in a never-ending dream. What sins require such a terrible punishment? We plucked the Slumbering God from its prison, braving the She's realm. In a past life, I would have even shed tears of joy. We are taking this entity with us. It shall dream on, turning will to matter, but listening only to our whisperings. Eternal Rome might even come to reality on Avalon, one day. These are the remains of a Fomorian giant. Remember what I told you? Those titans used to rule Avalon once. I can sense the Fomorians through these bones, and there are more and more of them. They just keep coming. I can sense 4 similar idols around here. We must destroy all of them. Enjoy it, Tribunus. I'm afraid it won't last long. I can. Their numbers are growing. The champion is still gathering his army. Each idol summons the beasts, and what is worse, they will swamp this entire forsaken place. It is crucial that we destroy the idols as soon as we can. I say we cut these limbs first. May the gods save us from this outcome. We have destroyed the last idol. I can't sense their strange emanations anymore. A chest to claim. There he comes. That is the Fomorian champion. This monstrous army could have destroyed our colony. Unless we, Avalonians, do not end up in the Tartarus. Gaius Julius, you chose the people of Nova Roma and life over death and demonic existence. You are my kin and my friend, and I am proud of you. The Round Table just informed me that Septimus Sulla, your former general, has arrived to Avalon. The knights are fighting his legion as we talk. Do not underestimate the Round Table. They are the heroes of Avalon, and rightly so. The demon priest is heading this way with a whole centuria of the 9th Legion. Camelot promised us reinforcements, but they have not arrived yet. I fear he might have been the reinforcement sent from Camelot. He is threatening the sacred flame. Hurry up, please. Nova Roma is lost without Vesta's fire. The goddess of the lake brought me here for a reason. This war may be to our advantage after all. It could remove many obstacles to the future of eternal Rome. Divide et impera, as we Romans say. Gaius Julius, my kin. I am truly sorry that we are standing here as enemies. I tried to save you, but you refused my help. It was your emperor and your legion who betrayed the ideal of Rome. And unfortunately, you chose the same path. Our destinies are entwined, but in such a way that it will lead to the end of one of us. Let's stop it, Gaius Julius. It's so pointless for me to discuss moral issues with a demon. It has always been broken, in countless ways. But that's right. The wizards of Camelot have freed me from your demonic curse. Finally, it is still my flame and my city, and soon I'll prove it. It will never be the headquarters of the demons, nor the capital of your sick empire, the Knights of Camelot. Just a distraction that made it possible for me to be here. In my city, I'm never alone. Here, I'm no longer defenseless. It was obvious this moment would come, so I was prepared.